Okay, in this video we're going to show you how to set up your WordPress. So for example, you will notice that when I give these demonstration videos, I'm usually starting with a website that looks like this. However, you may be somebody whose website looks like this, and so we're going to show you how to take it from this website to a website that looks more like this. So this is going to be our approach. We're going to log into cPanel, install WordPress, and then once we've installed WordPress, we're going to install a new theme, and then we're going to install this ABASE plugin that we're going to use in WordPress, and then create a couple of pages, and then you'll be ready to do your assignments. So let's get started. I'm going to go to the cPanel. I'm just Joe Schmo here, and I'm going to go to the cPanel, click, and I'm going to log in with this is my 8-digit UHID, no hyphens. And so now we've logged in, and your cPanel may look like this, or it may look like the older version of cPanel, but the apps are still the same and in the same order. So we're going to first install. We're going to go down to Software, which is way down here, and click on Fantastico, the Fantastico icon. And we're going to click on Blogs and go all the way down to WordPress, which is the very bottom one here. Click WordPress. And we passed everything, so we're going to click here to install a new copy. And we're going to leave the directory blank. And then for the username, we're going to use our same username. And password, I'd like to use the same password. And put your email address here so you can recover your password if you need. And for your title, why don't you put something like my ICS 321 assignment repository, or whatever. Doesn't matter. Click Submit. And confirm everything here. Click Proceed. And once we're done, we have our login links here. If we go back to our Joe Schmo website, when we hit refresh, now we see that we actually have a WordPress site there. Now, the problem with this theme. There's a couple of problems with this theme. The main one is that you don't have a full width template to add your content. You always seem to have this the sidebar here. So I think there's a couple of better themes that we can use. We're actually at this point now, and so I'm going to show you how to change the theme. And I like responsive layout themes because they're mobile friendly, and then you can look at your website on your phone. And then I like full width templates because what we're going to be doing constantly is displaying out tables, and we'd like to have the full width of the page to display out the table. And so I recommend a couple here. So let's see how we change the theme. So to do that, we can go to /wp-admin and then just go enter. And here we use the login and the password that we had before, that we set up in WordPress when we installed WordPress. And this is what the dashboard looks like. And I'm going to go to Themes. And these are some themes that come with the installation. I'm actually going to add a new theme. And if you have some time, you can go to the feature filter here. And I recommend a responsive layout and one that has a full width template. So you can click here and search, and you see that there's, looks like there's 200 of them here. There's lots. Now I like either the iconic theme, which is this one. I'm going to install it just so I have it. And I'm going to return to the theme installer. And I also like 2012. This one, so I'm going to install this one too. Okay, so now I have these two themes. If I go click back on themes here, I've got iconic one and 2012. So I can choose either one. This time I'm going to choose my iconic one. I'm going to activate that. And yes, it's activated. Let me go back up here and click and see what my website looks like. Here we go. See, it's now I have this iconic theme. Okay, so we are done with this part, and now I'm going to go and install the ABASE plugin. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard, and I'm going to go here to plugins. And it comes with a couple of plugins, but I'm going to add a new one. And so over here I search for ABASE, enter, and it's this one. So go ahead and install it, and we can just activate it. And so we see the plugin has been added, and we can click settings, so we can go here to install plugins to get to settings, or down here we can go to settings this way. And so I'm just going to go there and show you that after you create your databases, you're going to put your database names here. The default is just for one database, but you can click here to expand to more, and you'll be doing that because you may have more than one assignment with different databases. So we'll come back to this, or you will come back to this when you see the videos for specific assignments. So anyway, so we have done the ABASE, installed the ABASE plugin. Now the last step, let's create a new home page, and let's create a menu, and let's create a page to put our first assignment. And I'll show you how to password that page too, because after you start getting your answers on your assignment page, you're going to want to password it so other people don't copy you. One other thing here is that I wanted to show you this disable WP texturize. If when you're writing your shortcodes, your double quotes, your quotes end up being smart quotes, in other words, they curl, the left quote is different than the right quote. If that happens, you can try clicking this disable WP texturize and clicking save changes, and that should remove the smart quote feature. It usually does. It's a theme dependent problem or feature. So let's create some pages now. So over here, click Pages, and there's a sample page there. Let's add a new page. I'm going to click Add New, and I'm going to make this my home page. I'm going to say Welcome going to say, welcome to my class assignments page. And I'm going to click publish. And I can actually view the page now by clicking up here. And we see that's what it looks like. And let's go back to editing the page. And over here on the right, template. This is where we can switch to the full width page template, no sidebar. And click update. And view the page. And now we see it's a full width template. Now let's go back to edit the page. And let's create another page. I'm going to go add new. And I'm going to call this page assignment 2. And on this page, I'm actually going to put a plain ABASE shortcode. And here we can see if our ABASE is actually connected up properly. So it should display the WordPress database. Let's click publish. And when we view this page now, we see that ABASE, it gives the version, the page, this is the user login, this is the database here, and the database user and the database itself. And we see that the WordPress database actually has a bunch of tables in there. We can get rid of this thing on the right here. Notice that our pages are just being added across the top here. And so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a menu, make my menu so we can have more control over this. But before I do that, I'm going to remove this, and I'm also going to password this page. So let's go back to edit the page. And I'm going to remove the sidebar. And then let me just click update, and we can confirm that. Okay, the sidebar is gone. Now to password the page, go over here on the right and click on visibility public, click on edit, and you can say password protected. And if you would put your 8-digit UHID, so I can look that up and see your assignments, but the idea is that other people cannot. So let's click OK and click update. Now when we go to that page, we see that we need to type in a password. And you type it in once, and then the password has been typed in. So just typing it in once, you'll be able to then continue to access it without having to type in your password each time. Okay, the last thing is let's make this menu here. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard, and over on the left here under appearance, we see that there's menus. And the first thing we need to do is set up our menu or create our menu. Let's okay, so if this is the first time we're in here, so we see that the assignment 2 page is there, the sample page there, so I'm going to, first of all, get rid of the sample page, remove, because I don't need that. And then I'm also going to I'm going to move the welcome page up to the top, and I'm going to move the assignment page second. And I think I can just get rid of this home link here. I'm going to remove that. Okay, and now I'm going to create this menu. I'm going to click Create. And now you notice there's a Manage Locations button up here. That's where you actually activate the menu. So if you click here, this is where you actually select the menu. You can have more than one menu, but you're only going to use one at a time. And click Save Changes. And now when we go to our website, what do we see? We see the 2 menu items up here. we need to set it so, I'd like to set it so the home page is actually this welcome page instead of what it is. It's where we would put our posts. And we aren't going to have any posts in this use of the website. So to set that, go to, actually you can click on Customize right here. And this is a sort of a theme customization here on the left. It's standard. And down here at the bottom, oh, by the way, this is where you would do things like change the tagline, for example. Something like that. And then let's also go down here where it says static front page. Click on that. And we would like a static page. And we would like our front page to be the welcome page. Okay, so that's good. We don't need a post page. Let's go back. One last thing is, you notice there's these, this theme has a footer. And I think this might be where we put our footer. Who knows? Okay, so I'm going to save and publish this. And now when I go back, let me close this. And now when we're at our website here, we see that I've got a welcome page and my assignment 2 page, and it's password protected. I can put the password in. And now I can see that my assignment page. So we are finished. Thank you very much for watching.